you doing? This is Tommy here from Trading with Harmony. So I hope you're all having a good week. So then this week then I'll be going through all the trades we've done for last week and then predicting the coming trades for this week coming from April the 5th to April the 9th. Thanks. Okay guys, so we can see here then my trading alert account then is up actually 538 pips, and it's up over 15% for the month of actually March, being actually a very short month because I only started this live account pretty much just 2 weeks within the last of actually March. So so guys, if you want to come on board and start to pick up some nice pips, I have a free link here for new people to sign up and to get your promotional week for free and to join these other subscribers and get start to enjoy picking up some really nice pips. Alright, so as soon as I start trading the trades and start managing them, you'll be getting notified within the Telegram account within a split second as I start to trade. Alright guys, thanks. So the euro dollar then, we can see here then the actual the bears are in control at the moment here. So it's after making this is the third swing down it's after making. So let's go into the actual 4 hours and have a look at our setups. So last week then we finished here at this point. So it did get a bit of a move down towards our target before it actually doubled back and kind of gave us like a double top effect here. So what I'm looking at then for this week then, once price holds in this regions here, so quite possibly what we'll get then is a bit more of a pullback up into this area before finally making a move down to our target being the actual 1.1650 in the euro dollar. So the pound dollar then is similar to the euro, so we can still see here that it's making swings down south, right? So let's see then, we actually finished here then here at last week and we got a bit more of a pullback up north before it continued down south a bit, but we got a bit more of a higher actually from this higher here, so it's struggling to go down south. So I am a bit wary of that, but if we get a actual move past this actually trend line here, then I'm looking for target to come down and hit our target being the 1.3610 in the pound dollar. So the dollar yen then, so we got a nice actually this week then, we really did get a nice actually after the break of last week, we got a nice move up north then with this pair. So let's go into the actual 4 hours. So last week then we finished down here at this point, and what I was talking about then, if we can get a bit more of a pullback into this structural area and then to move up north, which it did, it came up and hit our TP being the actual 110.70. so if you're on that guys, then well done. So for this week then, what I'm looking at then is quite possible that we'll get a bit of a pull back into this area before finally coming up to hit our new TP level being the actual 112.00 in the dollar yen. So the dollar Canadian then is actually struggling to break back down through our actual support line here, our weekly support. So let's go into the actual 4 hours and have a look at our setup. So last week then we finished here at this point, and what I was talking about then, if we can get a bit more of a pullback up into the top part of our actually trading zone to continue down south. So it did continue down and slightly go underneath the actual weekly support line before coming back up. So again then this week I'm still looking for price to break this actually support line, and then before continuing down to hit our actually TP level, being the actual 1.2640 in the dollar Canadian. So the actual euro yen then, so this week then the bulls were back in play. So we can see here it's been moving up nicely north. So let's go into the actual 4 hours. So last week then, okay then, so the euro yen then we can see here that we finished here at this point, and then we got a nice bit of a retracement back before continuing up and hitting our TP level, being the actual 13025. So then for this week then, what I'm looking for then is to get a bit more of a retracement before continuing up to hit our new TP level this week and beyond, the actual 131.50. So the pound Aussie then, so finally it broke up further north and hit our actual TP, so that's great. So last week then we finished here at this point, and what I was talking about, if we can get a bit more of a pullback and then finally coming up and hitting our TP, which it did, it came up and hit our TP, being the actual 1.8155. So then for this week coming then, what I'm looking at then is for a bit more of a retracement, and to coming back somewhere around here for better risk reward. So I'm looking for this to continue up north and hit our new TP level, being the actual 1.8335 in the pound Aussie. Okay then, so gold then, we can see here that the in our daily candles here that actually price is still in our descending channel, but so at the start of the week then we can see that actually gold came down further south before getting a big rebound, right? Okay, so let's go into the actual 4 hours. So last week then price finished here, and what I was talking about, once we get price to hold at the structural level, being the 1717, but we got a big engulfing candle before it actually moved down. We got here pretty much like a double bottoms here before price moved back up north. So what I'm looking at then for this week then is for price possibly we'll get a bit more of a pullback into this area before finally coming up north and hitting our actual TP level. Dow Jones, and we can still see here that price is still continuing to head up north, so the which is just basically a storm, or this actually market the Dow. So let's go into the actual 4 hours. So last week then we finished here at this point, and what I was talking about, we can get a bit more of a pullback before continuing up north. So it did go up a bit and then a nice retracement again and slightly higher again this week. So again then I'm looking at then for this week then is, or for this next week coming then, is for price to probably to come back down into this structural area before we'll see price continuing up north to hit our TP level, being the 33,500 in the Dow. Alright guys, so that's it then again for another week. So hope you enjoyed that and got some good, nice, useful tips out of it. And then guys, don't forget then to subscribe to the channel if you already haven't done, and give the thumbs up. And then if you'd like to come on board and get your free trade alerts, and so you can start making picks this week on, that would be great. So I'd like to see you on board, and thanks very much, and talk to you next week. Alright, thanks, bye bye.